Welcome to Game Devs Play Games, where we play games and you learn. Damn it.
Welcome to Game Devs Play Games, where you can watch games and practice game design. Eddie doesn't know our new slogan, or motto, slogan, whatever it is.
Yeah.
So hey,
He told it to me 10 seconds ago and I already screwed it up.
That's how it happens, though. So today, for Multiplayer Monday, we were playing, hold on, where is it? Lord of the Rings, The Return of the King, the game, the PlayStation 2 game.
Mhm.
And we're doing this for Multiplayer Monday because this is a co-op
It has a
game,
co-op
and
mode.
Eddie saw it and he was like, yes,
Because I
please.
love this game.
I think I bought this game. I think I did. Someone might have given it to me. I don't remember.
Mhm.
And I only ever played through like the first level or two, and I was like, "This is really fun.
Yeah.
I wish I had someone to play this with."
Oh.
And then I just like didn't do anything else with it. So I'm we're not gonna do a full playthrough. Whoa, game concept art.
Yeah.
In the
It's pretty sweet.
level selection.
Yeah.
Alright. So I guess first to Helm's Deep. Yeah.
Helm's Deep we go.
The Path of the Wizard.
Yes.
Paths of the Dead? What are we choosing?
The Path of the Wizard.
Okay.
Or the Path of the Dead.
Maybe that first spot is the little tutorial zone where you play as Gandalf?
Gotcha. Ooh, wait, I can accidentally take player one from you, so go ahead and choose a character.
Oh man. Well, I'm gonna be Aragorn because
Yeah.
he's the coolest.
Nice.
And arguably one of the higher level characters.
Gotcha.
Legolas being probably the highest level.
Definitely. There we go.
And Gimli
Legolas.
being the level 1 character in the
Yeah.
party.
I mean, I would be a dwarf, but I'm playing Legolas for someone.
For Maddie.
For my girlfriend.
Win this war, Sauron must believe we will use the ring.
This is... Oh, God. It's so weird sometimes seeing live action footage in
His border.
games like this.
Mm-hmm.
We're definitely going to get a copyright strike for this, but that's alright.
Yeah?
Oh yeah. If we got it for Power Rangers, we're definitely going to get it for Lord of the Rings.
Oh boy.
Sauron will be certain Aragorn.
This is so weird though. This was, and it's crazy too, right? Because Lord of the Rings is so old at this point. It's like, this is a PS2 game, and this was back before, was this back before EA was notoriously a shithole?
It was right before.
Was it?
Yeah.
I feel like it was definitely at least the start of it, because this was made by EA Games, I think.
Yeah, it was. And I think it was, I think the beginning of EA's downfall of being a good company was probably around PS3 start, maybe end
You think
PS2.
so?
I think it was beginning of PS3.
Yeah, I mean, in those days, I only played AAA titles, so I didn't really pay attention to kind of the world of game development.
Yeah.
Yeah, it probably wasn't until after the PS3 came out that I started dabbling in game development.
Gotcha. That would make sense.
Caring about that world.
Yeah.
Our plans.
That would make a lot of sense considering how old we were when the PS2 was out.
Yeah.
Fury.
Weird. God, we're so old now.
Oh boy.
The way it's shut.
Oh, here we
made
go.
by those who are dead.
Yes. Oh, I love this game.
So they made a bunch of these, didn't they?
Yeah, they did.
We're playing this
Playing
one
Return of
because
the King.
we're playing Return of the King because we don't have any of the other ones.
Yeah.
But like,
Oh man, it's so dark. Oh, there's a few on the GameCube. There's one on the GameCube that I was playing with Madeline, and it was a little bit disappointing
oh really?
because it wasn't even like the original regular characters. Oh boy.
Oh, we have arrows. Do we have a limited amount of arrows?
I don't think so.
Oh, there we go. Oh, we do. It's that counter above our heads.
Ah, gotcha. Oh boy.
Are they actually attacking us?
No, according to the lore, they shouldn't be.
I mean, that's true, but also video games.
Yeah.
Well, they're sort
here
of
we go.
attacking
Here
us.
we go. Yeah.
Yeah, what?
Get him.
I like that Gimli is with us, even though this game was built to be cooperative. Because I don't think you can play with 3 players, can you?
No, you can't. Only with the 2, since there's only 2 inputs on the PlayStation 2.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you could
Oh,
get
I
the
fell
splitter, but...
Did
Oh,
I died.
really?
I died.
Already?
Wow.
What difficulty mode did we choose?
Normal. Also, I wasn't really paying attention, let's just be honest.
So, Lord of the Rings, I feel like, is one of those stories and films and forms of media that translates to games relatively well.
Oh, yeah.
But I mean, it's because it's high fantasy, right?
Oh, yeah.
I feel like, I don't know, action-based high fantasy is what a lot of games were, like, they started in that direction in
Yeah.
a lot of, like, I don't know, major consoles and stuff. But there's so many, like, games based off of movies that are just totally garbage.
Terrible. What's like? Are any recent ones out right now?
I don't know. I mean, I haven't played any
Just 'cause
games
they're, like,
based off of
notoriously
films.
bad.
Yeah, no, I've been trained to avoid them.
Yeah.
I feel like I've heard some good things about some of the Marvel ones, but that's also probably because Tony's a suck up.
That's
The
fair.
Lego ones tend to be pretty good.
Oh, I love the Lego ones.
But I think Lego, we actually talked about this on the show because Tony and I played one of the Lego games.
Yeah.
But the Lego games, I feel, tend to work because they kind of take their own goofy spin on it. So they're not trying to be totally authentic to the source material. They're using the source material and being goofy and funny about it.
Right. Oh my goodness, I'm getting. Oh, nope, there we go. All right.
So this is, how would you describe this game? Like an action, I don't know, like kind of beat 'em up? It's not.
It's kind of a bit of a hack and slash.
Hack and
It's
slash,
very much
yeah.
hack and slash. I also can't really tell if my attacks are doing anything when they hit.
Okay, so what do you think is one of the, I mean, it's kind of branching off of that. What are the important things to making a successful hack and slash game?
Making the impacts of whatever weapons they've chosen for the game, like making them feel like they have weight behind them in both the animation and special effects that they use for it, or like the particle effects, I guess, if they had any. Because they could like make little, they could add little things to your impacts on enemies.
I mean, that's true. I feel
And
like
then also
they
the sound
do
design
have a
as well.
bit of that. Well,
I can't see it, but
well, that's. I mean, this was something else I was going to bring up too. Is that the lighting in this area at least is kind of atrocious. It's a very good example of what to not do with your lighting because there's so many dark spots that we actually can't see our characters. And literally the only reason we know where we are is because of the reticles above our characters, or the little, like, icons.
Yeah, and it's actually a little bit nice when enemies get close to us because they glow such bright blue.
Do we do something
We
with
do
it?
something with this, but...
Oh.
Oh, hey, I think we can dodge. We can dodge by pressing L2.
L2? Oh, yeah, it is
How about
L2.
that?
Do we have a block? We have a stomp. I feel like, okay, so we have, like, what, a power swing? A fast swing? Oh, maybe this
Yes.
is a parry.
Oh, wait, we gotta go down this way, I think?
That might be a parry.
Oh, heavens.
Did you die?
Oh boy. No. I summoned the dead.
Oh, good job. Maybe this is
Kind
a
of the
parry.
opposite of dying, really.
Maybe we should have done the tutorial.
I know we did. Oh, good. Oh, good lord.
Okay, so good game feel is basically what you're saying is required for a good hack and slash.
Yes.
Which
Yeah.
I would agree. Anything that's action focused or takes action mechanics as a primary direction of the game, I agree. Game feel is important on almost every single game, if not all games. But for action, that's kind of like the only shtick that they have.
Yes.
So yeah, game feel probably should take priority. What do you think is kind of comes second to that?
For a good
Go this way?
I think.
Let's go this way.
Okay. Over towards you.
Yeah.
All right. Sorry.
I think we have to like circle around and
Oh,
go
gosh.
down.
Yeah. What else can go with you?
You are going the opposite direction.
I'm right there.
No.
Right here. Oh, you. That's you. You're that one. I'm sorry.
Eddie.
Apologies. Eddie. I'm sorry. Everyone, you're the king. Lead us.
I will lead us.
Lead us into the dark.
But today is not that day.
Today is not that day.
I did it, guys.
Oh
did
shit!
it.
I fell over.
Okay. I did the
I'm
movie
actually
quotes.
Stuck is what it is.
What? No,
Stuck.
don't do that. Don't get stuck.
Sorry.
It is a parry. I could just keep doing this for days. I don't take any damage.
Oh, that's why I wasn't doing damage.
Just because it's not
I was
actually an
just
attack.
parrying all the days. What else could it be? what else makes a good hack and slash besides game feel?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like enemy design is sort of the important thing. Do you think that you need to have like a diverse action set? Like, do you think that this game giving us like a quick attack, a heavy attack, a parry, a kick attack, just lunge attack, like it gives us a lot of things. It even gives us ranged attacks.
Yes.
And I almost feel like it gets to a point where it's sort of overkill. Like it's very much the AAA style of being like, the more things, the better, right?
Yeah. Well, okay, we have the fast attack, we have the slow attack, which is heavy, and then I have a kick. I don't know what you have for your sword.
I have a kick too.
Okay. I think it's the right amount of attacks, honestly.
Yeah.
The right amount and the right number of the right amount and the right kinds.
But it's I mean, some games like this get onto the level of like almost being like a fighting game where you're making all these crazy combos.
Yeah.
Do you think that's the direction that games like this
should take
I guess
now?
Need to go in order to be engaging?
No, I mean, I think you can have what you have here.
Yeah.
I don't think it needs to go towards fighting game style.
I guess I'm really only like bringing up style choices because I think both ways work so long as it's all that matters is how you end up using it.
Gotcha. I think it's nice with just these 4 attacks, well 5 with the ranged.
Yeah, I think it's pretty
Technically
straightforward.
4 parry.
I feel like they could get away with, like, I guess the game that comes to mind is something like Castle Crashers, where it's a four mechanic game, right? You have jumping,
Wow, I just
attacking with your sword, you've got your ranged attack, and then magic.
Can I go up, I think? Yeah.
Can we go up?
I think we gotta go up.
Can we go up? I feel like we can't go up there. Wait.
What's this?
What am I doing?
Oh, wait, this is the bridge, and it needs to go down. This is the bridge. It needs to go down.
I feel like...
There we go. Got it. Let's go.
I think I did that.
I don't know. I was kicking.
I think I did that.
I think you did that.
That's what the little circles on the grounds are.
I know. Oh, I missed a health vial. Oh.
Is that how we're getting health?
Yes. There's little health vials on the ground.
I have not seen any of them, and
Well,
I'm like,
there's not a whole lot that indicates this there.
right? Like, I'm like, I keep healing, but I'm not sure how.
Oh.
So, let's talk co-op design then. I feel like this game does a good job at setting up the stage for cooperative gameplay. It's somewhat reminiscent of like classic beat 'em ups, or like Gauntlet even. I feel like the level design is generally spacious enough to allow for like these little mini arena kind of zones.
Yeah.
We're not really like stumbling over each other a lot.
Not at all.
Which that's huge.
I'm a little impressed actually, because actually the
Oh god.
oh wait, no, never mind. The other one that I was thinking of, the GameCube one, you actually it's co-op, but it's not co-op. You switch off between who wants to play.
Like Donkey Kong Country style?
Yes.
Weird.
Yeah, because like you can have Legolas loaded in the background and just like you can play them if you switch over, but that's second player's character, so first player has to sit down and do nothing for a second.
That's unfortunate.
It was bad. It was bad design. I didn't like it. And I was a little bit bummed that I bought it and that me and Maddie couldn't play together at the same time.
I mean, that's fair. I guess it's still more than... Whoa, you can attack with your right stick? Weird.
Oh, that's awesome.
It's like Smash Bros. Quick attacks. It's like the lazy way.
Nice.
But the Fellowship of the Ring game, that was just single player, right?
That was single player, yeah. It was much more... It was much more about... What was it more about? It was more about exploration, a little bit.
I guess I could kind of see that, because that was before they started just killing everything.
Yes.
Were you playing as Frodo in that one? I mean, I feel like that would only make sense.
You switch between characters in that one. You get to be everyone.
Oh, here we go.
There we go.
I was like, where do we need to go?
I think at one point you can be Merry or Pippin, maybe?
Oh, that's kind of
I
fun.
could be wrong.
Oh, those are the health vials.
I needed that.
Oh.
We were both this low.
I kept seeing the shinies, and I was like, why can't we do anything with this?
Here? Wait, which way are we? Oh, I think it's this.
Oh my god, the level design, though.
It's pretty bad.
Like, what designer was like, let's make it low light, as low light as possible?
I mean, I know it's a cave, but come on.
I mean, you could see everything in the movies.
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh. That was,
I don't...
That wasn't a wall.
I could have sworn
Turns
it was
out.
a wall before. Could have sworn we ran into it. It wasn't a wall. It was a wall. Oh, jeez.
Is this a boss?
Is this where the skulls? Is this the skulls?
Oh.
Oh, good.
Ooh.
Wait, are we moving yet, or are we not moving yet?
I think it's just...
Oh, it just created a maze, is all.
Well, not even a maze. More like just... blockades.
Oh god, keep moving like Aragorn said.
What? What?
Keep
But
moving. Just keep moving.
I can't... that's not how this works. You need to come back down. I am definitely stuck.
Oh god, oh god. I'm also stuck. Oh, there we go. Oh, you gotta kick your way out. Kick your way out. Kick your way out.
Eddie.
No, you gotta kick
Eddie.
your way. Kick your way.
I actually can't move.
Oh, you
have
can't
me pinned. Thank you.
I had you pinned. Okay. Oh.
What are you
Chris,
doing?
Chris.
You gotta... Oh my god. You're yelling at me to move, and then when I move...
Come on, let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
Ah,
Look out for the arrows. Look out for the ghost arrows. They're shooting directly in between us.
they have really terrible aim.
They do. But this is a good example of what not to do with level design, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like there's a lot that would be interesting if we could just see what we need to do.
Oh,
Uh-oh. Did we?
No.
Oh.
You didn't die, though.
I didn't think I did. Unless I, like... Maybe we have a set amount of lives. Maybe you lost too many lives. And it's not just
That
infinite
was only the
respawns.
second time I died.
Is that it? We have to start all the way from the beginning?
Those who are dead.
Oh,
no.
that's cruel.
Oh, no.
Oh, well, we still have 3 minutes on this episode. Well, 3.5. Okay, well, let's talk level design, though. I feel like the level design itself actually could have been really interesting, because there's a lot of vertical movement in a game that relies mostly on horizontal movement, and I think that actually makes it really interesting. The downside is that they cover up everything with mist and lack of lights, and it just kind of creates a cumbersome experience rather than an interesting one.
Yeah.
And to be fair,
It's not like difficult to move through because it's challenging. It's just you can't tell where you're going and you can't really see it all. It's not fun.
yeah. And I mean, I guess like the only thing to defend it is like, well, this is back when the system was still using composite cables, so maybe it's just like a weak signal, or it's just, you know, you lose a lot of information from the transfer of the console to the TV. But this is also back in the era where, you know, you kind of built games around that. So I don't know.
So you can use these spears for something, I think. But
You hit R1,
oh, is it?
yeah, and you pick it up and throw it.
I threw it. I missed. I just threw it. Although now that I remembered, I have this fast attack. I actually thought triangle was my fast attack the entire time, by the way, which was
That is
not true.
the opposite. That's your
Yep.
your heavy attack.
Yep.
Good job, buddy.
Let's go.
We also level up in this, which I don't
Yes.
think either of us have done.
We have
yet.
done. We have. We've both
we?
leveled up.
Do we upgrade? Aragorn, level 1.
Oh,
Legolas,
well,
level
we
1.
lost it when we died.
Well, ooh, sweet.
Suck, I guess.
Yeah, I feel like I haven't played a lot of Gauntlet, but I feel like this game derives a lot of inspiration from Gauntlet design.
I have actually never played Gauntlet. I don't think.
I've played a little bit in arcade.
Okay.
But obviously, like, that Gauntlet is designed to just kill you a lot so that it sucks up your quarters.
Gotcha.
Especially classic Gauntlet, but that's a whole nother mess.
Oh lord.
Yeah, I don't know.
Just like right here. Where? How are you? You're supposed to get annoyed and find the way. Like.
Yeah, maybe this is why I never kept playing this game.
Me and my buddy Andy just played this in high school, like all night sometimes. That's why I enjoyed it, and that's why it was fun. Just because we were just sitting doing nothing else and we had nothing better to do.
I feel like that's got to be the right way.
Yeah.
I'm really curious what the experience would be like if you were to play from like the first game all the way through and like just play the entire series. Did they only have 3 games, or did they have more than that?
Well, they have more now. I mean,
that's true.
Wait, who,
But I mean,
who? Like
the EA games franchise of this.
I don't know who made War in the... Where are we going? I don't know who made War in the North, so... And I forget who made...
Yeah, I guess
Shadow
there's...
of Mordor.
Shadow of Mordor is the newest one.
Yeah, well...
And that's
Shadow of Mordor is a few years old now. The newest one is the sequel, I think, to Shadow of Mordor.
Yeah.
There's a new one coming out, so that one looks amazing.
I never played Shadow of Mordor. I heard really good things about it.
It's such a good game.
The sequel, though, has such a ridiculous storyline that I'm like, I kind of just don't want to.
No, it's gonna be great.
No, it's just.
It's gonna be so good.
I still really want to check out the first one though, especially because it was so well received. And a lot of people talked up the game mechanics to me, basically trying to say like they did some really smart things.
Gotcha. And don't you hate that when you're going up the level into another screen and then the controls you're pushing up in the stick, but then when you get into the next pane you're still pushing up and you go backwards? I
mean, that's like rule 101 of not to do in level design. This is actually something that I've yelled at a lot at the designers at that I work with. And to be fair, it's because we're working in VR, and using cameras in VR is not an easy thing to figure out.
That just feels like such a wrong thing to do.
Well, yeah, exactly. It leads to a lot of frustrating. It leads to a more frustrating experience because you keep leaving the area that you mean to go into, only because of camera changes, and it's a pain. It's bad.
It's always been the worst. Every time there's a game that I'm going up that direction in an area, I'm just like, it's gonna do it, isn't it? It's gonna do it, and then it freaking doesn't.
I think they're generally really good about it in this game, though. I think it's only happened a couple of times. Or maybe once.
I think it was that one area, and I'm just like, annoying, but still.
Yeah.
Still annoying. I'm looking at you again.
Eddie, that's what the 1P, 2P is for.
Man, I don't read. I'm just kidding, I don't read.
Are we still level 1?
Yeah.
Oh my god. What are our mission tips? Fierce attacks break enemy shields.
That's X.
Thanks for that.
That's X.
No, that's triangle.
No,
that's
fierce attacks is triangle.
Fierce attack. Alright. Glad we're on the same page.
Yes, we are. Which book, though? Anyway. Oh my gosh, help. What are you doing?
Certainly not Return of the King.
What?
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 I didn't say anything.
What are you talking about? Oh, the book. Duh. Yeah. Oh, now we got it. Now we're getting it. Oh, baby. Yeah. Did you see
baby.
That was snaz.
Dude, we're gonna do this.
Snaztastic.
We're gonna beat this level.
Oh, we're gonna beat this level. I mean, that end point right there with all the towers falling down, that was very end of level, don't you think?
Yeah. I feel like it's the 2/3 point. It's them being like, things are still exciting. Ooh.
Still exciting. Don't lose excitement. Don't you do it.
Oh yeah. This is one of those. This is back in the era where I feel like AAA titles, especially because a lot of them were like built off of existing IPs or films at this point. I think PS2 did that a lot, didn't they?
Yeah.
Or well, games on the PS2 did that a lot. But that's interesting. But I think because of that, a lot of games started having more like cinematic moments and things like, this, right? Like, ooh, we're watching the bridge go up, or ooh, we're watching these pillars collapse and blocking our path, and ooh, we're watching this enemy storm out. I think that, like, I imagine because it was based off of cinema, right?
Yeah.
So the games were trying to mimic what was done in those films. But I think that slowly became just a standard thing in game design too, because we still see that in a lot of games nowadays. And I don't think that's necessarily bad. I think it's interesting. It's kind of like if the game can utilize cinematic moments like that, then I think that it can greatly benefit the overall experience of the game.
Yes.
And then I think there are many occasions where it's unnecessary and then it just feels cumbersome. But I don't know. I wonder if that's what influenced games to start, or a lot of game developers, especially in the AAA space, to start using cinematic shots like that. I don't know. I actually don't know. I'm just theorizing right now.
The fact of titles being very like just having a lot of movie being tied to movies. You mean?
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
It's possible. Then again, it might not be at all, and it might just because these ones might just have it because they're tied to the movies. You know?
Yeah, yeah.
It might not be at all. So.
I mean, I'm sure we started to see that a lot more often when 3D games became prevalent.
Yeah.
So like PS1 era, I'm sure is where we started to see some like cinematic stuff being done with camera work, because 3D games opened a whole new world of you know, perspective and camera and, you know, just different artistic direction that we wouldn't have gotten in 2D games.
Yeah. Also, this game itself is has very cinematic moments, even when it's not like using cinematic cuts or scenes from the movies
you
or
leveled
something,
up.
You know?
That's true.
Like with the way the camera kind of like follows us through corridors here, it's just kind of like, oh, they're running through, so it's like it's like a camera on a track following us through. You know?
Yeah,
it's like always kind of just cinematic.
No, that's a really good point. Yeah, and a lot of that really just comes down to the camera work.
And how the camera lowers right here going to this. It's all very cinematic in itself.
Yeah, no, that's a good point. Yeah, I feel like a lot of PS1 games didn't have a lot of stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, I don't know. Maybe we'll make that the question of the day about, like, oh, we can climb up this.
Oh.
This is where we died last time.
A little bit, yeah.
A little bit?
A little bit.
I mean, yeah, I guess a little bit. Is this where we leave Gimli behind forever?
No, the dwarf? You don't leave the dwarf behind.
Is this where he goes, toss me?
You've got to toss him.
And then we don't toss him?
Toss me.
You died.
Toss me. Oh, I died.
Don't tell the elf. Well, he's dead.
Don't tell the elf.
Oh god, I should have been parrying. Am I on the other side? Oh, there I am.
On the other side. I don't know what that song is. Out there on the other side. What song is that? How do we...
Whoa. Oh, shit.
Oh, boss.
Yeah, that's definitely a boss. Because he's dual wielding sword. And he has a health bar.
I'm just gonna keep on triangling him, okay?
Can we push him off?
Yeah, we can totally... Oh, we can't. Wow, that was easy.
Psh, ain't nothing.
Heavy attacks is all you need for a boss.
Can't stop us.
Can't stop the...
Even they don't fear the dwarf.
Gimli, nobody fears you.
Oh, come on, he's a dwarf.
Yeah, but like...
Fearable?
No. I'm not saying dwarves aren't fearable.
Fearable.
I'm saying that Gimli is the worst fighter out of the entire group.
How dare you?
He is a level 1 warrior dwarf. That is what he is.
I mean, he is a level 1 dwarf warrior from World of Warcraft, that's for sure.
Yeah.
That is
or
definitely
D&D.
for sure. But he's very good.
I mean, I guess he is good for being a level 1 warrior dwarf. But he's still a level 1 warrior dwarf.
I guess.
He's working with like a level 10 ranger elf and...
Whoa, level 10?
Alright, maybe he's more like level 5 or 6.
No, Legolas?
If we're talking D&D...
Legolas is way up there in levels.
You realize max level in D&D is 10, right?
No, it's 30.
Maybe in your fancy 4th ed.
Yeah, it is actually in 4th ed that it's that. Oh, butts.
I'm pretty sure... Whoa.
Uh-oh.
Sorry. That's what it was. You died twice. We get 1 life. You know who never died? Chris. This is why co-op is harsh. Actually,
yeah.
From a co-op... Oh, I wonder if we share lives. So I wonder if I had died that second time, if it would have been like game over.
No, I think you both get to die twice. Because actually, if you looked at it next to your nameplate on the bottom there, there was a little red silhouette of a dude. It looked like Aragorn, but...
Been into punching his mic.
Sorry. It looked like Aragorn, and it was a little red silhouette, and it had a 1 above it. So that means you had 1 more life. You had 1 life to lose.
Maybe.
So you die, and then you...
Did you have a 0 next to you?
I lost mine. The dude went away entirely for me when I died the first time.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Huh. I mean, that's kind of the... That's like co-op design where it starts to like feel more punishing to play with a friend than to play by yourself. Because imagine if it was solo, then you would be leveling up faster. And sure, like your damage output is lower because you have 1 sword instead of 2.
Yeah.
But
It
you
is-
also might get the CPU Legolas in Gimli.
You do get CPU Legolas.
So it would just be better in this case to be playing alone.
It would be better, but well, also for another reason it would be better is because you can accidentally get each other stuck by one person trying to go one way and the other. Like we got you stuck there. So there's that the other
that's
player
fair.
can hinder you doing well.
I mean, this was back before I think a lot of games kind of figured out how to do co-op right. That said, though,
But this
I
was
still
well
think,
done,
Yeah,
though.
I still think it was pretty fun as co-op. That was like that's one of those like balance tweaks that I feel like the later generation of game developers started to have, not only like figure out how to balance it better, but to have fun with.
Yeah.
Which I don't know, I tend to enjoy that a lot. But
And I actually think that the Two Towers co-op game from EA was actually better than Return of the King, to be
yeah,
honest.
I don't think I ever played it.
I played all of them so much.
Yeah, Eddie's probably like the biggest hardcore Lord of the Rings fan that I know.
Yeah.
Well, you and Maddie.
Yeah. Maddie's probably actually a little bit more than I am, just saying.
Nerds.
Yeah. But we're still pretty hardcore about it.
Well, I think we
might
should
be
call
even.
this here. We're at a clean like 30 minutes for this episode.
Nice.
So, I guess the takeaways from this experience was use lighting, right? I mean,
Correctly.
they definitely this was a lot of like what to not do with your lighting and your level design.
Yeah. Because really it was all about lighting that ruined the path.
Yeah. Everything else about it I thought was actually pretty solid.
It could, I mean, everything
such a
could...
small difference makes such a huge impact.
Yeah, but everything could also be a little bit more rewarding on its impact, such as like...
It's true. I think
the
after
attacks.
we figured out the game though, and the actual attacks, and well, I guess you had a hard time keeping track of who you were.
I guess it was really more so the visuals of what happens when you do each attack that is really
So
what makes it rewarding and how you know
maybe-
how to play.
Maybe if you could have seen your character better.
Wait, are you trying to say that it's a lighting issue again?
Ah. Man, but I mean, like, maybe it's obvious, right? I think they tried to, like, fix it by having the, like, pointer to be like, this is where player 1 is, this is where player 2 is. And, like, it worked, right? It made the game playable, but
Yeah.
it didn't fix the level
didn't fix
design
it.
issue.
I mean, I get it. Those catacombs are really dark in the movie and book. So, like, it's supposed to be dark, but if it's a game... so,
Well,
like,
okay, but consider from, like, the movie, you see the characters always.
Yes. Also,
Because-
consider levels in Dark Souls where you know that they're dark, but you can see everything just fine.
Yeah.
Just saying.
Anyway.
Yeah.
Question of the day. How do you think that cinema and games based on cinema, or like, you know, games that are built using existing IPs from film and stuff, how do you think that those games influenced later generations of games? Kind of going back to the conversation that I had on how I think that maybe cinema influenced the camera work. I guess, what are your guys' thoughts on that?
Yeah, he means my idea about how the camera...
Yeah, well, our idea. I expounded on it,
Right.
I think.
Let us know.
And let us know if you want us to actually do a real legit playthrough. I guess
we can do the whole game. We
if
can do
you-
the other ones too.
Yeah,
so.
we could find a Fellowship of the Ring.
I'm sure someone that we know has Fellowship of the Ring for the first Xbox, and we could totally play it.
Anyway, we'll see you guys in the next Multiplayer Monday. This is a little bit of a weird one for Multiplayer Monday, but still kind of fun.
It was pretty good.
Bye, everyone.
Later.